strong. We have sucked it up. We have even been brainwashed to think this behavior is acceptable. But everyone has a breaking point. And I think today, this generation has reached that breaking point. We as people has gotten to the point to where injustice we suffered by our brothers and sisters has never been any clearer than it is now. What happened to George Floyd is a modern day lynching of today that they did back then in the old days. We as black people must live with each day and face racism each day, whether it's in the workplace, political, public place, even the ones that support us like the police. If you know that Ahmaud Arbery, he was just jogging and they took his life. Breonna Taylor was sleeping in her home when the police rushed in her home and killed her. Watching the video of of George Floyd pleading for his life, calling out his mother, and he said, "I can't breathe." But when he called out to his mom, his mother said, "Son, it's time for you to come home." And that's what he did. He gave up everything to come home with his mom at that moment. She was reaching for him and say, "Son, you can stop it. You have suffered long enough. That 8 minutes and 46 seconds was long enough for you to come on home with me." So collectively, people are saying, enough, this has to end. Black Lives Matter has spoken loudly by such a diverse of races. Now we're seeing all races protesting, whether it's black, white, Hispanic, Asian, everyone is protesting because enough is enough. The disparity, the privilege, the force we have taken so much and for so long. It's time for us to come back and be stronger than ever. Martin Luther King said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that." Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. No matter how we justify it, we might feel based on emotions that stirred up within us, still enough is enough. Peaceful protesting wasn't working, so we took it to another level. Love is the greatest force on earth. It dispels darkness, evil. Love is all kinds of emotions, whether it opens doors for healing, for forgiveness, and reconciliation. I'm calling all of us today to choose a path of love and peace. Now it's time to rise, to choose to be the agent of change. We have sat back for so long in the darkness. We refuse to step ahead, and we refuse to stay quiet now. So let's rise, let's be the change. Because if we don't change, our children will go through it as well. So it's time for us to represent and show the difference. Our ancestors stood strong. We had the Black Panther. We are the Black Panther of today. But we are united and we are one and we're walking in this together. So I ask you today for justice, for liberty. That means for all. They all want to say all lives matter, but until Black lives matter, all lives don't matter. So let me tell you this, for justice for all, that's man written, not God written. God said love thy neighbor. So that's what we represent. The blacks are the Israelites. We have been under Christ for so long. We was raised in Christ. We are Christ. We are his children. And that's what they hate, because we have so much strength and we have so much power. In numbers, we are the greatest. So I ask you today to stand up and for Black Lives Matter, because we are God's children. We are the world. We are the one that makes a difference. And that's what they're scared of. They're scared of change because we have the power. So today, represent all for Black Lives Matter.